Hey guys, Amy here from Apple Core Promotions, and it's day 10 of 10 tips in 10-ish days. Probably been a little bit longer, but that's okay. In the financial year, these things happen. So today, in our last tip, we're talking about delivery times. Something that is kind of assumed by both parties and can sometimes cause issues if it's not addressed properly. So just a really big tip on making sure that we're both on the same page. So when supplying locally stocked products, offshore products is completely different ballpark. You're looking 10 to 12 weeks for anything to be custom made, 8 to 10 weeks for anything that's stock made but being printed over there and sea freighted in, and 4 to 5 weeks for anything that's being air freighted in from overseas. And that is from approval of artwork. So those items, the times can vary because they also have to come in from customs. So that could add extra time onto your delivery for offshore stock. But what I'm talking about today is locally stocked items. So some of our printers have been amazing in turning things around in about 3 to 5 days. But what that means is 3 to 5 days from artwork approval. So exactly like what I do with you, I send you a proof, it gets approved and signed and sent back. I go through the same process with my printer. They send me a proof and I send it back signed and approved. Once they get that approval back, the next day is your first day of production. So I could send it back at 9 a.m. in the morning. It doesn't make any difference. The next day is the first day of production. Also, if I'm sending stuff from one warehouse to a printer and it takes 2 or 3 days to get the stock there, they won't send me the proof for approval until they receive the stock. So that could add on a few extra days to your production time as well. So even though it may be a 3 to 5 day lead time from approval, it probably is going to be more like 7 to 10 days. Once stock arrives, approvals are signed, printers actually get the goods on the machine, they go through a drying process and then are repacked and dispatched. So keep that in mind when you're ordering promotional material, that it may be a 3 to 5 day production, but really you need to allow at least a 7-day production for goods and delivery, if not probably 10 days for delivery. When we're talking about delivery time frames, also take into consideration that Brisbane to Sydney is 1 day, Sydney to Melbourne's 1 day, but Brisbane to Melbourne's 2 days, 2 to 3 days in some locations. So you probably won't know where our printer is because, you know, we have them all over Australia, but we generally try and use a printer that is close to your location to help save on freight costs and also freight time. So keep that in mind. If you need goods by a specific date, make sure you tell your printer when you need them by, and give yourself a day's grace at least, so that when I request a date from the printer, I also get a day's grace, and therefore we can make sure the goods are delivered on time. We have no control over the courier companies, which is one of the biggest issues in the promotional industry. So when goods are lost or there's an issue with delivery, we have no control over it, and therefore it could push out timeframes. If we have that day or two up our sleeves, generally we can get things fixed and get them delivered on time. So keep that in mind. Delivery timeframes, allow at least 7 to 10 days where possible, or if not, pay a surcharge to get them delivered sooner if needed. Take care. I really have enjoyed our videos and I hope you have too. Comment, like, share, follow us on LinkedIn and or on Facebook, and I hope to deal with you and speak to you soon. Bye.